Hi, I'm Governor Brad Little. To all the graduates, congratulations on arriving at this moment, a moment of celebration, a moment that offers relief and perhaps some trepidation of what's to come. We are certainly celebrating your achievements differently this year. As you go through life, there will be months and years that seem to fly by without notice. But the year 2020 is different. The year 2020 will be a defining year in all our lives because of coronavirus. This global pandemic has brought about much hardship for many people across the world, but it also has brought out the best in people too. I hope the stories of inspiration and determination during this troubling time remain with you as time goes on. My number one goal is to make Idaho the place where our children and grandchildren choose to stay, and for the ones who have left to choose to return. You are my target audience. With this rite of passage, you have a passport to go anywhere. If you choose to stay, excellent. If you choose to go elsewhere, remember Idaho. We would love to have you return. There are 4 traits that all successful people in my life have learned: hard work, choose wisely, keep learning, and work well with others. The fact that you're here today means you already possess these life skills, and no one can take them from you. Continue to sharpen your ability to use them. To the families of our graduates, thank you for providing the support, financial and otherwise, to help these graduates arrive at this moment. The rest of us will benefit from your investment. God bless, and congratulations again on a job well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rick McLennan, and I'm the president of North Idaho College. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2020 North Idaho College Commencement Ceremony. I would like to ask the President-elect of the Associated Students of North Idaho College, Kaya Settlemyer-Nardi, to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. That will be followed by the National Anthem performed by Professor of Music and Director of the NIC Choir, Max Mendez.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Quanah Matheson of the Coeur d'Alene tribe will now provide a blessing for today's ceremony.
I'm very pleased to be here with each and every one of you students, and very thankful that you have accomplished such a wonderful feat. And through your efforts, and through your hard work, and your diligence, and your faith, and all that, we're thankful that you have come to this point in your life. And I just ask for blessings to come upon you and your heart and your mind and your spirit in this walk of life that you have chosen to do for yourself and for your future and your future families. And so it's very wonderful to be alive today, even though there's many things going on in the world. And we just ask for blessings and strength and courage to you and yours and your family, and that you be protected. And this wonderful day that God has gifted to each and every one of us to live upon this Mother Earth. And we're just thankful, celebratory mood for you and your transition. And we just want to think about the ones that encouraged you along your path, your parents, your grandparents, your loved ones, the ones that raised you, the ones that encouraged you, and ask for a special blessing to them, and the ones that walk with you each and every day and know your pains and your struggles. And we ask for blessings for them, the times that maybe you felt like you couldn't do it, and the times that you felt that you wanted to give up, but they lifted you up. And we just want blessings to come upon those types of people in your life. And it's a beautiful day, and I just wish nothing but the best for you and your future. And I want to thank North Idaho College that gave you the opportunity, and the teachers, bless them, the administrative staff, all the way from the president down to the janitor, and all those that may have encouraged you along your path. And it's a wonderful day once again for this commencement day. And we're so proud of you and want God to bless you most abundantly today, and the Almighty to take care of you from this day forth. Amen.
Thank you, Quanah, for your prayer on this very special day. The spirit of your words is a very appropriate reminder of the Coeur d'Alene tribe's history on the North Idaho College campus, which was the tribe's summer gathering place. We strive to honor your traditions and culture, and we thank you for joining us today. What an honor it is for me to be with you on this very special day. First things first, let's all recognize and congratulate the North Idaho College class of 2020. We've truly enjoyed celebrating our graduates every year since the very first ceremony of that first graduating class in 1935, but never quite like the manner in which we're recognizing the achievements of the very special class of 2020. We have 776 candidates for graduation this year, the youngest of whom is 17 years old and the oldest of whom is 63. Of our candidates, 479 have earned an academic transfer degree, and 311 have earned their certificate or degree in a career technical education program. We also have approximately 113 graduates from our local high schools and home schools dual enrolled in academic transfer programs who are receiving their degrees today. Congratulations, North Idaho College Class of 2020, and thank you. Thank you for your commitment to education, to yourselves, and to this wonderful place, this gathering place we call North Idaho College. Once again, will everyone please join me in congratulating the Class of 2020. Idaho's community colleges share a special privilege of being led by a locally elected Board of Trustees. NIC board members live and work in our community. They know the faculty, staff, and students, and they share a passion for educational excellence, which guides the college. As a testament to their vital importance to our college community, the students representing this year's graduating class chose for their commencement speaker the chair of our Board of Trustees, Dr. Joe Dunlap, whom I will properly introduce to you a little bit later. I'm also proud to introduce the president of North Idaho College Alumni Association, Mr. Jim Lean. Graduates, by virtue of today's ceremony, you will join the more than 3,500 members of the NIC Alumni Association, and we hope you will value that achievement. Also join us today, Dr. Lita Burns, Vice President for Instruction, and Mr. Paul McLeod, President of the Associated Students of North Idaho College. Thank you all for joining us today. I would now like to reintroduce the President of the Associated Students of North Idaho College, Mr. Paul McLeod. Paul, before you speak, I want to thank you for your dedication and service to the college and to your fellow students. We have enjoyed having you tell us about all the special activities you and the ASNIC senators develop for our students. I appreciate your meaningful participation in institutional governance and your commitment to the student body you are elected to represent. I wish you all the success in your future.
Greetings, students of NIC. This isn't how I imagined speaking you today. The truth is, life doesn't always go as we plan, and thank God for that. Without struggle, there's no place for growth, no opportunities to be better today than we were yesterday. While we can't be together in person, we will still gather together in spirit to honor the 717 graduates who have made it to this point. This could not have been done without the incredible faculty of NIC, who believed in us, encouraged us, and went above and beyond for their students. Thank you to the staff at NIC for doing all that you do for students, often behind the scenes, but absolutely critical. Thank you to the leadership of NIC. You work day and night to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 for each student and gave us each and every opportunity for future success. And finally, thank you to the family and friends who supported us every step of the way. To the graduates who are listening, I want to make this crystal clear. You did this. You made it to the finish line. You succeeded, and no one can take that away from you. Today is about two things. First, today is about reflection. After all, you can't connect the dots of your life looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So I ask you now to look back to the beginning of your journey. Your first day at NIC, your first class. What were you thinking about? Like me, many of you were probably thinking of this day, the finish line. Think about the fears and doubts you had on that day. Now, think about everything you have overcome to make it to today. What else is today about? Today is about looking ahead. Let us not forget that this is only the beginning, the first step. The next step of your journey begins where the last one ended. Everything you have overcome has prepared you for what comes next. So while you look towards the future, take confidence in what you've already accomplished, and remember to hold on to the lessons of the past. I've learned some lessons through failure. Others I've learned through the wise words of people in my life. I am blessed to have incredible parents. My father, who I hold the highest respect for. Although he is not a man of many words, he taught me countless valuable lessons through his actions. As a pastor, he showed me what it looks like to be a godly man. He taught me the true meaning of bravery. He encouraged me to pursue wisdom, to think deeply, and to live each day with purpose. My mother, who is nothing short of incredible, is an elementary school teacher. She taught me to be curious, to pursue knowledge, and most importantly, she taught me what true kindness looks like. Not to judge, to always love others, even those that did me wrong. Together, they taught me that it is better to aim high and miss than to aim low and succeed. They taught me that true resilience is about the decisions you make every day, to not let failure stop you from trying. I would not be where I am today if not for the sacrifices they made and the lessons they taught me. One of the most important lessons they gave me is this: the future is filled with uncertainty. However, one thing is certain: trials will come, and when they do, it is not about how often you fall, but that you get up each time that you fall. I believe now more than ever, we must be resilient. I have faith that this current trial will pass. We will rise beyond fear and build a better future for generations to come. In times of trouble, we must continue to be resilient, to leap back up when we are beaten down. Through all of this, we must support one another. This is how we become more resilient, not as individuals, not only as individuals, but as a community. What is resilience? Resilience is waking up every day with courage, knowing that although each days are a mystery, what is not a mystery is your ability to overcome every challenge that lies ahead of you. Remember the words of Henry Ford: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. When I think of resilience, I think of a good friend of mine who has shown me what it looks like to overcome. After serving in the Navy, he came to North Idaho College with his sights set on an electrical engineering degree. Taking on a full course load with some of the hardest courses at NIC, working 24 hours a week on top of school, as well as serving as an ASNIC senator, doing all this while caring for his young son and supporting his wife and daughter. Without a doubt, he is one of the hardest working individuals I've ever met. And yet, this man is always there to lend a hand when others are struggling. I see the students of North Idaho College, and it gives me hope. It gives me faith for the future and a pride for my school. Lindsay Bailey, a nursing student here at NIC, didn't sit back during a national pandemic while others went in her place. Instead, she saw that there was a need. She answered the call and rushed to the front lines of the COVID-19 outbreak. Working 16-hour days, 6 days a week, she decided that helping others was more important than her own well-being. Lindsay, thank you for the sacrifices that you've made. Her work is making an impact. This is resilience. I want to finish by saying this: every challenge that you have encountered, every loss, every failure has shaped you into the person you are today. These things have made you resilient. So let me ask you, what comes next?
Thank you, Paul. Your words will serve as an inspiration for all of our graduates today. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Dr. Joe Dunlap. Upon graduating from Whitworth University, Dr. Dunlap served in the U.S. Army as an aviation officer for 20 years flying AH-1 Cobra attack helicopters. He received his MBA from City University of Seattle and his doctorate from Oregon State University. Joe began his career in higher education as director, School of Aviation Sciences at Western Michigan University, and subsequently served in a variety of community college positions, including president of Spokane Community College and North Idaho College. Dr. Dunlap, currently serves as chair of the North Idaho College Board of Trustees. Please join me in welcoming this year's commencement speaker, Dr. Joe Dunlap.
Good day, graduates, faculty, staff, and guests. Congratulations on your graduation achievement. Very well done. Thank you for inviting me to be your guest speaker today. It's quite an honor and quite a challenge to do this virtually. So now you're probably asking yourself, what do I do now with the virus wreaking havoc and the job market being what it is? Do I go back to school, try to find a job, or just give up? I want to help you answer that question. As you look around, how many of you have asked the question, how did that individual become so successful? Or how did she become so accomplished? Or how did he make all that money? Was it dumb luck? Was it good looks? Or popularity? Or being in the right place at the right time? Nope, it was none of those. Well, what is it, that one single ingredient that determines success or failure in the long haul? How do I land on my feet and keep moving forward? I want to talk to you today about one thing that is absolutely essential to success in all endeavors. It's persilience. Now you may say, I've never heard of that word. Your English instructors will say, there is no such word, and I will say, they are correct. We'll define that a little later as I tell you a true story about a hero of mine who exemplifies that quality, Sir Ernest Shackleton. In the early 20th century, the world was obsessed with exploration, in particular, the race to the Arctic and Antarctic poles. Over the previous century, the North and South poles had evolved from a geographic curiosity to a destination. The conquest of the North Pole was credited to Robert Peary, who claimed to reach the pole on April 6, 1909, 111 years ago. The first expedition to reach the South Pole was led by Roald Amundsen and 4 others on December 14, 1911, 5 days ahead of an expedition led by Robert Scott. After the race to the South Pole ended, Shackleton turned his attention to crossing the Antarctic from one side of the continent to the other via the pole, a distance of 1,800 miles. The Imperial Trans-Antarctic Expedition, as it was known, was an audacious enterprise, considering that only 10 individuals had ever stood at the South Pole, and 5 of those had died on their way back. According to legend, Shackleton posted an advertisement in the London newspaper stating, "Men wanted for hazardous journey, low wages, bitter cold, long hours, and complete darkness. Safe return doubtful, honor and recognition in event of success." Shackleton did, however, receive more than 5,000 applications for places on the expedition, and a total of 27 men were selected. Shackleton and crew set sail on August 1st, 1914, with 28 personnel and 69 dogs on the ship Endurance. They sailed and steamed their way to the Weddell Sea. After they arrived, the Weddell ice pack began to close in. By February 21st, she was frozen fast in the ice pack and began to move in a northerly direction with the ice flow. They continued to live on Endurance until the pressure on the hull continued to build, and on September 30th, the ship began to break apart. The hull began to bend and splinter, so that the water from below the ice began to pour into the ship. Endurance finally splintered apart and began to sink. The crew was then forced to camp on the ice, and the Antarctic transcontinental plans were abandoned. Now it was survival time. and supplies were running low. On November 21st, 1915, Endurance sank, 15 months after leaving England. A decision was made to take the 3 lifeboats with as much supplies as could be loaded and tow the boats across the ice in search of open water. On April 8th, they set out towards Elephant Island, approximately 100 miles to the north. They arrived on April 15th and set up a long-term camp. Elephant Island is remote, uninhabited, and rarely visited by whalers or any other ships. If the party was to return to civilization, it would be necessary to summon help. Shackleton selected a boat party consisting of himself and 5 others to make ready the James Caird, one of the lifeboats, to seek out help from South Georgia Island, over 800 miles away, on which resided a whaling station. After 14 days of dead reckoning and battling the worst weather Shackleton had ever seen, they sighted South Georgia Island. Because the weather was horrible, the team was forced to land on the opposite side of South Georgia Island from the whaling station. To reach the station would mean either another boat journey around the island or a land crossing through its unexplored interior. The condition of the James Caird and the physical state of the party meant that the crossing was the only realistic option. Their destination was the whaling station 26 miles away over uncharted territory. Without a map, the route they chose was largely conjectural. They ascended to 3,000 feet and could see the northern coast. After 36 hours and a difficult glacial descent in the middle of the night, which involved passage down through a freezing waterfall, they at last reached safety at the whaling station on May 20th, 1916. They had been gone from England by that time for over 21 months. First priority now was to rescue his men, the 3 that were left on the south side of Georgia Island and the 22 left on Elephant Island. It took 4 attempts before Shackleton was able to return to Elephant Island and rescue the party stranded there. By then, it had been 24 months since departing England. Now, Shackleton's family motto is Fortitudine Vincimus, which means by endurance we conquer. So what did Shackleton's survival story teach us about persilience? A combination of persistence and resilience. Shackleton, if nothing else, was persistent and resilient despite all the hardships, setbacks, and life-threatening situations. He accomplished more in failure of his expedition by bringing back all his men alive than he would have in crossing the Antarctic. Persistence and resilience equals persilience. And yes, it's a word I made up that captures the essence of success. Persilience has the power to shape your future. No other quality is as essential to success. It is the sandpaper that breaks down all resistance and sweeps away all obstacles. It is the ability to move mountains 1 grain of sand at a time. You can accomplish anything with persilience. You've already accomplished your near-term educational goals, and we will defeat the coronavirus. And you can develop a habit of continued success by developing your persilience. Now, Calvin Coolidge, our 30th and one of the lesser-known presidents, once stated, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, "Press On," has solved and will always solve the problems of the human race. At an early age, when I hesitated to try something new, my mother would always say to me, "Joe, just try it. 90% of the time you try something, you'll be successful. And if you aren't, pull yourself up, learn from your failure, and try it again until you are successful." In other words, be persilient. I want to thank you for the opportunity to share with you my perception on what it takes to develop a successful, winning ethos for the rest of your lives. Remember, persilience is brilliance. I wish you the very best in all your future endeavors, and know you will do well if you continue to develop your persilience. Congratulations again, and best wishes.
Thank you, Dr. Dunlap. It is now my pleasure to turn the podium over to the Vice President for Instruction, Dr. Lita Burns. Dr. Burns will be announcing the NIC Foundation's Faculty Achievement Awards. These special awards are given annually to honor our outstanding faculty members for their dedication and service to North Idaho College and our students. Dr. Burns will also be presenting the graduates for conferral of their certificates and degrees. Dr. Burns.
Each year, North Idaho College Foundation provides funding for Faculty Achievement Awards. Recipients of the awards are recognized for excellence in instruction and service to the college. The faculty are nominated by students and their peers. I have the privilege of presenting the Faculty Achievement Award recipients for the 2019-2020 academic year. Please join me in acknowledging and celebrating with these faculty. The Adjunct Faculty Award goes to Jennifer Harbour. Jennifer teaches in the Physical Education Department. The Faculty Achievement Award for full-time faculty goes to 2 recipients. Each will receive $1,250. The first recipient is Josh Meisner, teaches communication in the Communication and Fine Arts Division. The second award goes to Lisa Kellerman. She is a faculty librarian teaching in Molstead Library.
Oh, hey, Lita. Right now? Commencement's right now and you don't have the diploma? Yeah, I can get it. Oh, he is? Well, I'll get it to him so he can get it over to Schuler. Yeah, I've got this. Oh, bye. Hey, get this to Schuler.
Uh-oh.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations, everybody. Take care.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you did it.
You made it. Great job.
Have a great day and do some.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Best of luck going forward.
Gee, no wonder they held this virtually.
Congratulations, graduates! Cheers!
Woohoo! Congratulations! Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, NIC grads.
Congratulations, y'all.
Yo, class of 2020, congrats. On to the next adventure.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Are you watching the graduation? I know, it's so good. His speech was really, really engaging. I know, I just loved it. It was my favorite part. I gotta go.
It is now my pleasure to present the graduates for conferral of their earned certificates and degrees. Graduates, please rise. As the Chief Academic Officer of North Idaho College, I have the honor of representing faculty and the entire instructional team of the college in presenting these graduates for their conferral of their respective degrees and certificates, and recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements for graduation from North Idaho College be awarded their certificate or degree. President McLennan, I present to you the graduating class of 2020 for conferral of the appropriate North Idaho College certificates and degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Burns. At this time, we will proceed with the presentation of the academic and technical graduates.
Shiro Achikita.
Dominic Asai.
Brandy Adams.
Tyler Adams.
Michaela Ade Bryant.
Roy Elishaman.
Neri Alcantara.
Gracie Allen.
Jessica Ollinger.
Sarah Ollis.
Daniel Andrade.
Rena Andrew.
Sean Andrews.
Holly Aragon.
William Otten.
Jody Oth.
Keisha Bailey.
Crystal Baines.
Kelly Baker.
Michelle Baldwin.
Corey Barber Pehan.
Stephanie Barnhart.
Ashley Bates.
Sydney Bowens.
Ellie Baxter.
Madison Beckard.
Kirsten Becker.
Robin Bell.
Sarah Belts.
Cody Bentley.
Christopher Berg.
Haley Betham.
Clint Bickle.
Alyssa Billingsley.
Nikita Bishop.
Lissa Bivens.
Forrest Bacchus.
La'anne Boger.
Cindy Bombardier.
William Boomer.
Kyle Booth.
Jeanette Bork.
Annie Boudreau.
Preston Bourgard.
Leslie Bowen.
Joshua Boyd.
Dylan Bradbury.
Diana Braskich.
Kelly Brakey.
Savannah Breckenridge.
Alex Bresnan.
Mackenzie Brett.
Kelsey Brewer.
Benjamin Bristow.
Jacob Brockus.
Brooke Brosvik.
Chelsea Browse.
Mary Broussard.
Alexis Brown.
Brittany Brown.
Emily Brown.
Jack Brown.
Trevor Brown.
Devin Brundage.
Katie Bruns.
Braden Brichot.
Daniel Bryant.
Matthew Bryant.
Devin Bringestad.
Christopher Bruckner.
Melissa Boab.
Lorinda Birch.
Callie Burks.
Austin Burrell.
Colby Button.
Edie Callison.
Rhett Candela.
Yolanda Kengayashi.
April Capello.
Joshua Capron.
Taylor Carey Brown.
James Carlson.
Michaela Carlson.
Alexandra Carlton.
McKenna Carpenter.
Amanda Case.
Bryce Cat.
Adriana Cedarquist.
Amy Cedarquist.
Christabel Kikiro.
Olivia Chang.
Matthew Charland.
Madison Chase.
Suzanne Chavez.
Morgan Cheney.
Matthew Chuck.
Madison Clark.
Alan Clayton.
Hannah Click.
Eric Cliff.
Sarah Clifton.
Elizabeth Klein.
Megan Klingenpeel.
Samantha Coe.
Kylie Coleman.
Terrell Coleman.
Jeffrey Collins.
Angela Colston.
Leah Cook.
Brittany Cook.
Rebecca Coop.
Michelle Cooper.
Kylie Core.
Angela Corey.
Katie Corey.
Pat Coulter.
Kylie Covey.
Dino Cohen.
Tanner Cox.
Christina Crabb.
Tanya Cravey.
Watson Crenshaw.
Joseph Cruzado Wagner.
Caitlin Cummings.
Alexis Cummins.
Matthew Cutler.
Haley Chopla.
James Danon.
Ryan Dalkey.
Isaiah Damshin.
Cameron Dance.
Cooper Daniel.
Haley Mae Daniels.
Mackenzie Darton.
Riley Darton.
Amanda Davis.
Elizabeth Davis.
Jackson Davis.
Jefferson Davis.
Abigail Day.
Cody DeBias.
Melissa Decker.
Jennifer Demers.
Jennifer Demonink.
Joy Dios.
Alan Dewey.
Misty Dickerson.
Kara Dittman.
Percy Dixon.
Liam Dooley.
Rachel Dooley.
Justin Dove.
Elizabeth Downs.
Alana Drake.
Candy Drexel.
Carrie Drexel.
Noah Dreves.
Drew Descharme.
Aiden Dugan.
Jacob Duncan.
Isaiah Duran.
Sandra Derland.
Michael Dwyer.
Denise Eastman.
Jesse Ebert.
Hallie Eberl.
Aaron Edmonds.
Lauren Edwards.
Luke Edwards.
Bonnie Eggert.
Christopher Eldred.
Carly Ellis.
Eric Ellis.
Megan Ellis.
Kristen Ellison.
Brian Elmore.
Suzanne Elmore.
Carly Elmos.
Lacey Endicott.
Robert Endicott.
Kelsey English.
Mariah Enns.
Riley Escalante.
Nicholas Espinoza.
Zachary Escada.
Humberto Estrada.
David Evans.
Victoria Evans.
Cheyenne Fairclough.
David Fowler.
Matthew Fedoroff.
Olivia Fee.
Acacia Fernandez.
Mackenzie Figueroa.
Brooke Finley.
Kristen Finnegan.
Carolina Fisher.
Evelyn Fisher.
Brianna Fisher.
Kadra Fitzsimmons.
Kai Flugel.
Alan Foote.
Luana Farrell.
Gage Fortenberry.
Seth Franca.
Dakota Frank.
Cara Frank.
Carly France.
Richard Fred.
Jonathan Freeman.
Marilyn Frank Turner.
Leah Froelich.
Rebecca Froza.
Nathan Gabrielson.
Levi Gallegos.
Hannah Galea.
Ruben Gaona.
Chelsea Garcia.
Jade Garcia.
Brian Garduno Chavez.
Marissa Garrett.
Kelly Garza,
Jamie Gaiman,
Kate Gachis.
Ezekiel Gare,
Grace Gentile,
Madison George.
Cassandra Jerome,
Justin Geese,
Brandon Gilbert.
Jeremy Gilham,
Marcella Glenn,
Casey Gulicki.
Maria Gonzalez,
Alicia Gonzalez,
Zachary Goodnature.
Joshua Gordon,
Kyle Gordon,
Carrie Gores.
Lindsay Goer,
Alexis Grant,
Nicole Griebel.
Annika Green,
Bradley Greenbaum,
Jessica Greensides.
Joshua Greer,
Krista Gregory,
Shay Griffith.
Andrew Grialva,
Cole Gross,
Nathan Gulati.
Caleb Gunderson,
Gabriel Gunning,
Ashley Gooten.
Casey Guy,
Hunter Hawk,
Alexander Hager.
Michaela Hegeman,
Jacob Hall,
Capriel Holiday.
Abby Hamilton,
Alyssa Hamilton,
Isaac Hamilton.
Kevin Hamilton,
Christina Hammond,
Julianne Hammond.
Brian Hanson,
Jared Hanson,
Parker Henson.
Ray Hanson,
Benjamin Hart,
Crystal Hart.
Ethan Hart,
Alexia Harkin,
Haley Harmon.
Scarlett Harper,
Rowena Har,
Kaya Harris.
Michaela Harrison Powell,
Alexis Hart.
Tatum Hartley.
Sarah Harvey.
Kennedy Harwood.
Nathan Havens Boone.
Joshua Hayes.
Ashley Heichu.
McKenna Henderson.
Jonathan Henriquez.
Jacob Henry.
Nicole Hensley.
Annalie Heppenstall.
Marina Hergert.
Willem Herman.
Barbara Herndon.
Griffin Hare.
Alicia Hewer.
Kayla Hewitt.
Michelle Higgins.
Crystal Hilbert.
Leah Hill.
Robin Hers.
Caden Hodges.
Andrea Hui.
Jared Hoffman.
Abby Hoffmeister.
James Hohenstreet.
Ashley Holmes.
Alexander Hoover.
Kirsty Hoover.
Clinton Hopkins.
David Hopman.
Haley Horst.
Alyssa Horn.
Kelsey Horn.
Carla Horton.
Amber Howard.
Rhett Howell.
Savannah Howie.
Jacob Howlett.
Garrett Hoyt.
Caitlin Huff.
Ashley Huffman.
Sarah Hughes.
Jessica Hunter.
Jaden Hyder.
Alexandra Ibarra.
Richard Ingram.
Christopher Jackson.
Cynthia Jacobs.
Cody Jans.
Shannon Jans.
Emma James.
Tyrell Jansen.
Jordan Jenkins.
Matthew Jenkins.
Colby Jennings.
Cara Jensen.
Melanie Jenkins.
Ezrael Johnson.
Cecilia Johnson.
Connor Johnson.
Hayden Johnson.
Jalen Johnson.
Jared Johnson.
Jaden Johnson.
Kobe Johnson.
Monique Johnson.
Gabriel Joling.
Fallon Jolly.
Haley Jones.
Tatum Jones.
Justine Juarez.
Hannah Jutila.
Danielle Cammers.
Suzanne Kaplan.
Summer Castning.
Shawnee Kath.
Jesse Keim.
Andrew Keller.
Kayla Kelly.
Mason Kelson.
Skylar Kent.
Madeline Kirst.
Denise Ketron Monroe.
Alexis Keelan.
Donald Kyle.
Lucas Kyle.
Anne Marie Kimmett.
Emma Jane Kimmett.
Josiah Kind.
Samuel Kingsley.
Corey Kinman.
Courtney Kinter.
Christopher Kirkaby.
Dylan Kitchings.
Mai Kaluai.
Sienna Knoll.
Chloe Knudsen.
Katrina Kosher.
Skyla Krantz.
Seth Crickle.
Brady Kunsting.
James Kunka.
Basil LaBarbera.
Valeria Lagos Sosa.
Charlene Lamb.
Kadira Lamphere.
Tyler Landerman.
Eric Langseth.
Matthew Laramie.
Alicia Latham.
Chelsea Latusik.
Christopher Laup.
Michael Leo.
Regine Lebrun.
Kevin Lebsack.
Tessa Lee.
Linda LaFleur.
Abby Leon.
Leah Leonard.
Craig Leoni.
Kylia Levasseur.
Dalton Lewis.
Jose Lewis.
Maya Lewis.
Angela Liffle.
Amanda Lenarte.
Robin Lynn.
Darby Litzko.
Magdalene Lockwood.
Callan Logue.
Eric Lomas.
Anna Longpre.
Amanda Lopez.
Trevor Lowe.
Annika Lowell,
Elias Lohman,
Tyler Lucas,
Sarah Luck,
Zachary London,
Alexander Lusenko,
Morgan McCabe,
Megan McKinney,
and Amelia Mail.
Jake Melchuski,
David Malcolm,
Danielle Malone,
Thomas Maloney,
Victoria Mancuso,
Chloe Mapes,
Sabrina Mart,
Haley Martin,
Mark Martin,
Sarah Martinez,
Quincy Maurer,
Amy Mayer,
Ireland Mayfield,
Kayla Mayo,
Alexander McCabe,
Dylan McCon,
Mariah McCombs,
Robert McDonough,
Matthew McGuire,
Tori McKellar,
Morgan McKittrick,
Megan McPhee,
Marissa McPherson,
Annika Mechikoff,
Trevor Metchikoff,
Hannah Melton,
Brian Messersmith,
Tyler Metcalf,
Grace Metty,
Olivia Muir,
Grace Meyer,
Peter Middlemore,
Daniel Malaj,
Bryce Miller,
Grace Miller,
Kendall Miller,
Megan Miller,
Stephen Miller,
Darcy Milliken,
Michael Mills,
John Mims,
Courtney Minkner,
Haley Miner,
Heidi Miranda,
Joseph Mitzel,
Kinsey Mitzel,
Virginia Mize,
Kendall Mock,
Naomi Mock,
Eduardo Montalban,
James Montano,
Sydney Moore,
Zachary Moore,
Ethan Morris,
James Morris,
Margaret Morris,
Seth Morris,
Corey Morrison,
Tyler Morrow,
Abigail Moscatelli,
Charity Mosier,
Lou Mosier,
Angel Mulliken,
Jessica Munson,
Kayla Munson,
Madison Mern,
Joseph Nacarado,
Manuel Nacarado,
Christian Nasser,
Emily Navera,
Madeline Neff,
Jeremiah Nisus,
Brady Nelson,
Kaylee Nelson,
Matthew Nelson,
Samuel Nelson,
Eric Nelson McDonald,
Trevor Netson,
Duncan Nettleton,
Haley Newcomb,
Ricky Nichols,
Trevin Noble Weedmeyer,
Erica Norlander,
David Northrup,
Jamie Lynn Neuer,
Gabrielle Nunez,
Morgan Nutt,
Dylan Olds,
Aiden Oliverio,
Damia Olson,
Jacob Olson,
Caden Olsenberg,
Bradley O'Neill,
Jamie Orchard Pomeroy,
Jalen Pace,
Bryce Paddleford,
Tyler Page,
Grace Palamountain,
Amanda Paulman,
Tiffany Palmer,
Macy Parker,
Liam Parnell,
Emily Parsons,
Claire Partridge,
Hannah Payton,
Allison Patterson,
McCoy Patton.
Justin Paul.
Brody Peacock.
Quarry Peacock.
Derek Pierce.
Cadence Pearson.
Samantha Pecoraro.
Grant Pete.
Callie Pepperdine.
Haley Peters.
Emily Peterson.
Sydney Peterson.
Trevor Pugh.
Drew Philman.
She Pitts Stroop.
Stephen Platt.
Sheree Pollock.
Rihanna Polos.
Emily Polmatier.
Garrett Pomerlow.
Christina Popek.
Donna Populus.
Levi Porto.
Ashton Portree.
Anna Posinger.
Rebecca Posinger.
Ashley Powers.
Adam Priest.
Colton Pritchett.
Nathaniel Pryor.
Sarah Pryor.
Megan Putman.
Abigail Quigley.
Rebecca Quinones.
Kendra Rader.
Christian Ramos.
Athena Randleys.
Christopher Ransdell.
Wesley Reason.
Adam Rebeck.
Tina Redding.
Vivian Redding.
Adam Reed.
Amanda Reed.
Nicole Reed.
Jaden Reynolds.
Sarah Richards.
Georgette Richardson.
Samantha Riggs.
Olga Rigello.
Leslie Ringhand.
Andrew Rings.
Andrew Rios.
Jamie Robb.
Montana Robbins.
Kiernan Robinson.
Kira Robinson.
Abigail Rode.
Taylor Rodine.
Jeremiah Rodriguez.
Josefina Rodriguez.
Aspen Rogers.
Kylie Ross.
Isaac Roth.
Mackenzie Roth.
Bradley Russell.
Jaden Russell.
Angelica Sanchez.
Jaden Sargent.
Nicole Sauer.
Crystal Suano.
Samantha Shendel Millen.
Carson Schurtz.
Hunter Schonenberger.
Jana Schofield.
Anna Schrader.
Hunter Schuler.
Michael Schultz.
Zane Scott.
Anna Segsworth.
Alexis Siem.
Cameron Sessions.
Shelby Sharp.
Micah Sharpless.
Brandon Shaver.
Parker Shaw.
Tyler Shaw.
Stephen Shea.
Kayla Shepard.
Holly Shavitz.
Heather Shields.
Grace Shimatsu.
Emily Shaveda.
Jacob Silva.
Daniel Simmons.
Jesse Simons.
Kira Simpson.
Tamara Simpson.
Helene Sink.
Michaela Sawirka.
Randy Skelton.
Lisa Skinner.
Cara Slater.
Levi Slater.
Mark Slisinko.
Brandy Smalley.
Elena Smirnova.
Alyssa Smith.
Crystal Smith.
Caitlin Smith.
Kimberly Smith.
Olivia Smith.
Stephen Smith.
Hannah Smythe.
Dustin Snyder.
Madison Sorsabal.
Christina Southern.
Carrie Sovereign.
Morgan Spear.
Laura Spencer.
Joshua Spurgeon.
Braxton Stanger.
Heather Steele.
Kirk Steinberg.
Sarah Steinberg.
Tyler Sturritt.
Autumn Stewart.
Eric Sterling.
Juliana Stith.
Katiana Stoichev.
Dawson Strobel.
Mariah Stroman.
Mackenzie Stryker.
Nicole Stufflebeam.
McLean Stoltz.
Sullivan.
Brenna Sumi.
Alexis Serber.
Hannah Tolley.
Elise Tanner.
Jason Tanner.
Catherine Teemer.
Chelsea Tenhonen.
Rebecca Tenney.
Miranda Thomas.
Nicholas Thomas.
Amanda Thompson.
Cole Thompson.
Justin Thompson.
Megan Thorpe.
Joel Tobert.
Chad Todd.
Holly Thomason.
Daniel Torres.
Tabitha Townsend.
Cameron Treat.
Sheldon Trogdon.
Tanner Trogstead.
Rutland Trom.
Kate Truscott.
Ethan Verde.
Danielle Eulencott.
Andrew Ulrich.
Tabitha Van Buren.
Emily Vanderhoof.
Claire Van Pelt.
Lance Vasquez.
Alicia Vesterby.
Haley Vestman.
Andrea Vilwalk.
Austin Italiano.
Alexis Voss.
Samuel Wagner.
Harley Waits.
Hayden Wakinen.
Casey Walker.
Rumor Walker.
Tracy Wall.
Alyssa Walters.
Jaden Walters.
Catlin Warner.
David Warwick.
Jade Wasmuth.
Alexander Weed.
Caleb Weeks.
Dustin Weeks.
Kylie Warner.
Charles Westfall.
Heath Wharton.
Laura Wheeler.
Savannah Wheeler.
Samantha Whitehead.
Sarah Whiteside.
Tyler Whitlatch.
Joshua Witt.
Elliot Wickward.
Cassidy Wiggin.
Sean Wilbur.
Cassandra Wilder.
Kelsey Wilkins.
Madeline Wilkinson Mercado.
Cassandra Williams.
Christy Williams.
Melissa Wilson.
Sean Wilson.
Sydney Wilson.
Fisher Wingert.
Brent Wingham.
Morgan Wingham.
Hunter Winter.
Tavis Wampner.
Rachel Wolf.
Rosetta Woodend.
Tyler Woodward.
Ginger Wright.
Teo Wright Martin.
Jonathan Yowdy.
Mason Yosick.
Alexis Young.
Matthew Young.
Noah Youngman.
Rafael Zamora.
Carlina Zanetti.
Lauren Zenzen.
Chen Hong Zhang.
Braxton Zerker.
Brandon Swears.
Graduates, on the recommendation of the faculty and the Vice President for Instruction, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the state of Idaho, I confer upon each of you who have completed the necessary requirements of your respective degrees and certificates all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Graduates, you are officially college graduates now. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present you the North Idaho College class of 2020. I did not know that was going to happen.
Greetings, class of 2020. As a volunteer and a retired educator, I consider it a privilege and an honor to serve as president of the NIC Alumni Association. I'd like to personally congratulate each and every one of you for being persistent and completing your education. The NIC Alumni Association unites and connects thousands of alumni who have chosen to express their active support for North Idaho College. We hope you will remember your journey fondly and recall the encouragement given by your instructors while attending school here. We urge you to be an ambassador of North Idaho College and share with others how valuable your experience was at NIC. I'd also like to invite you to join the Alumni Association. Membership is free and it's easy to sign up. Go to www.nic.edu/alumni and join the alumni family today. We will not inundate you with emails, but we will provide you with information about special events and progress made by NIC. On behalf of the NIC Alumni Board of Directors, congratulations, and we wish you great success.
This concludes our ceremony honoring the graduating class of 2020. Graduates, I ask that you thank all the people who had so much to do with you getting to this graduation day. Your parents, families, and friends. They supported you, they believed in you, and had faith in you even when you might not have had it in yourself. Please find a special time to let them all know how much you appreciate them for helping you make it to this special day. Congratulations again to the class of 2020.